Today I'm going to talk to you about 4 new upcoming Montale fragrances that I'm really excited about. The one that I'm really excited about is called Vanilla Cake. I love vanilla fragrances, so that one I'm really excited about. Second one is Fantastic Oud. Third one is Aqua Gold. And the fourth one is Orchid Powder. I'm also going to talk to you about my favorite Montale fragrances, all coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time on this channel and you love learning about fragrances, love watching fragrance lists and interviews with perfumers and participating in giveaways and still haven't subscribed to this channel, there's a subscribe button below. Please click the subscribe and also click the bell so that you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. And yes, that's right, there's 4 upcoming releases from the House of Montale that I'm really excited about, and the 2 that I'm most excited about are Vanilla Cake and Fantastic Oud. There's also, of course, Aqua Gold and Orchid Powder that I'm very curious to try. So I've been a fan of Montale fragrances, but I feel like the house overwhelms me because they just release so much stuff, and just going through their catalog and focusing on one becomes a bit challenging, and I have a difficult time focusing. So that's one of the reasons. Like if I go to a restaurant and I get a big book of a menu, I have a difficult time deciding on what I'm going to order because just the options are just all over the place. Same with Montale. I feel like they have way too many releases, and when there's a lot of releases, it takes me a while for me to like settle on one because I just get overwhelmed. There's just too many to pick from, if that makes sense. But I do have my favorite Montales, and of course there's also Mancera, who I also feel a bit overwhelmed with, and there's also that connection with Mancera and Montale. They're kind of like the same company. So I just feel like I get overwhelmed with this whole brand. But I'm always excited about new releases, and Vanilla Cake just really interested me. So what really interested me in Vanilla Cake is because, of course, as I said, I love vanilla, but also this has milk in the notes. So it's milky, so does the milk come off like the milkiness in Intense Cafe, which I'm a huge fan of. This is Intense Cafe right here. Absolute love for Intense Cafe. It's about the rose, it's about coffee, but that coffee is more like a latte. There's hardly any coffee. There's coffee there, but it's more about the milkiness rather than the coffee to me. But it's an absolutely delicious fragrance. So that's one of the reasons why I was curious about Vanilla Cake, and who doesn't love cake? I love cake and I love vanilla too. So this just sounds really delicious. So the notes are milk, vanilla, whipped cream, caramel, and almonds. So sounds very delicious. Now, speaking of delicious fragrances, one that I did not like from Montale is called Chocolate Greedy. I wanted to really love that because chocolate is difficult for me. So I bought a bottle, and then I sold it actually. But there was something in that fragrance, the chocolate, along with some nuttiness or breadiness, the bread kind of came off stale to me. So I didn't care for that one. It's a bummer. You can't love all fragrances, but this Vanilla Cake sounds absolutely delicious, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I have a feeling these will be launched while I'm at Exxon, so I'm gonna most likely check them out there. But Vanilla Cake is the one that I'm really looking forward to by Montale. So we'll see how it is. So the next one that I'm really excited about is Fantastic Oud. And so I thought to myself when I first saw the name of this fragrance, I thought, wow, are they kind of like capitalizing on fucking Fabulous from, you know, Tom Ford? Or should they have called this Fabulous Oud? Although I think Fantastic is fine, but I'm hoping it is fantastic, like how not fabulous fucking Fabulous was from Tom Ford. So the notes here for Fantastic Oud are oud, leather, rose, patchouli, incense, and tobacco. Kind of reminds me of other fragrances by Montale, maybe Black Oud. I don't know, I haven't compared the notes, but I think Montale does really good ouds. Their fragrances are big and beefy and beastly. And absolutely, well actually this is not Black Oud, this one's Black Oud right here. So I love Black Oud, and I know Montale does really well with ouds, of course with rose. But this one seems to be like a leather and oud dominant as the notes rather than rose and oud. Whereas this one also had a pretty dominant patchouli, but there is patchouli in here as well. So we'll see. We'll see how fantastic Oud is. I'm really looking forward to it, but we'll see if it is great. Let's see if it's fantastic. But the name sounds great. The bottle looks gorgeous. I absolutely love the way the bottle looks. So yeah, they're kind of trying new things with the bottles rather than keeping them all simple, where with the Arabians, as you can see, they added the horse to it. So this particular bottle is very unique as well, looks wise. So we'll see how fantastic Oud is. I'll check it out at Exxon's next month. So the next one that I thought it would be okay. The name scares me, although, you know, lately aquatics are fine. This one's called Aqua Gold, and for the ad, it's kind of set at like almost to the beach or like the sea. So it seems kind of like aquatic, perhaps. We'll see, but I don't think it is from the notes, because there's jasmine, cedar, citruses, musk and lavender, orange blossom, and leather. So those are the notes that are posted here, and it doesn't come off or seem like it's going to be aquatic. It's going to be more floral, maybe perhaps aquatic floral, or maybe woody floral. We'll see how it is, but this one's okay. It's not my favorite styles of fragrances, but I do love the bottle, and there's a big palm tree on the bottle, black. So they're kind of doing unique designs with bottles like they did here with the Arabian horse, rather than giving you like a simple, straightforward colored bottle, like a colored bottle like this. They're adding some unique touches to the bottles with like what they did to Arabian Gold. But I love the look of the bottle. Aqua Gold absolutely looks beautiful. So we'll see. I mean, this one's more exciting for the bottle than the actual scent, whereas Vanilla Cake and Fantastic Oud were the actual the fragrance themselves rather than the bottles. Although Fantastic Oud had a great bottle, but then again, Vanilla Cake seems like the most boring bottle out of all of these bottles that I'm going to talk to you about today. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll test it out and let you all know. And last but not least, it's Orchid Powder. So we know we're going to get powdery according to the name, and it's all about orchid. For notes, we have coconut, orchid, white flowers, and ylang ylang. So it's definitely a floral. Of course, the word powder is in the name, so it's going to be powdery perhaps. So this one's my least one that I'm very curious about, but we'll see. I love floral fragrances now, and I'm opening up to more floral fragrances, and I don't really have an orchid dominant fragrance. And I didn't really think that orchids had a fragrance. Some orchids, or most orchids I've smelled, didn't really have any fragrance. So let's see what they've done with this one. So this one was my least interested one out of all four of them, but still very curious. And the bottle seems like it's a typical bottle, but it's got detailing, and so this one's not as unique as the Fantastic Oud one and the Aqua Gold, but I guess they've done some colorization and color differences in the bottle where that might make it a little more unique looking, but we'll see. Maybe it smells better than the bottle looks, but we'll have to test it. But as far as my favorite fragrances from Montale go, Black Oud, of course, Intense Cafe is my favorite. And Arabians is pretty nice as well. I do enjoy Arabians. And then there's, of course, Boise Vanille. This is a woody vanilla. And Red Vetyver. I love Red Vetyver because it's very classy. It smells like Terre d'Hermes, but a more classy, slightly Middle Eastern or Arabic leaning version of Terre d'Hermes, but really, really love wearing it. It's very, very classy, as I said. There's also full incense. It's very, very incensey. This is like Avignon from Comme des Garçons. Of course, there's also Honey Oud from Montale, which I love. But comparing it to Floris's Honey Oud, this is more oud than honey, whereas Honey Oud from Floris is more honey than oud, although it's a nice balance of the two notes. Then one other one that I have here, I didn't bring down the bottle. I can't find it right now. It's called Patchouli Leaves. It's a new pickup, and it's all about patchouli. Love that one. But those are my favorite Montale fragrances. But guys, let me know what your favorite Montale fragrances are, and also let me know what you think about these four releases: Vanilla Cake, Fantastic Oud, Aqua Gold, and Orchid Powder. Do they sound interesting to you? Are you curious to try them? Are you not interested in them? Do you love Montale as a house, or do you hate Montale as a house? Please let me know. Let's get a conversation started. Also, please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.